Hey everybody, welcome back to Full Blast Garage. I'm John Strong, and that's my 454 SS. And you know, we got just about everything dialed in that last video. But if any of you have one of these OBS trucks and it ain't been, driven in a long time, you can just about guarantee the doors don't want to close. Passenger side on this one seems to be okay, but driver's side is sagging, and sometimes you just got to roll down the window when you're inside, give it a little shut. Kind of helps, because even the pressure of the seals working against you trying to close it is keeping it from closing. Fix that. We're going to replace the door hinge pins and bushings. It's a pretty straightforward job, but I don't know, there's some tools that I ain't used in a long time, and when I opened up my kit, I completely even forgot what most of them do. So let's go over what we got in our pile of goods over here. All right, so I've done this on square bodies and OBS trucks before. Pretty common. If I remember right, this is our prying device. Maybe we hammer with this. I don't know what this thing does, but it's spring loaded. I don't know. Let me know. But I got bushings, got new pins, and I had some old pins too that I think would have worked. It looks like I made a homemade press, maybe, last time I was doing one of these. So, yeah, I guess let's just take a look. So, you can kind of see here, door's cracked open. This thing, it takes quite a bit of force. See, that ain't closed. Oh, but if you really get after it, you can get it. But yeah, she's just worn out. See if you guys can see how much movement we got. I mean, you don't even have to see it, you can hear it. This thing, the bushings are smoked. But yeah, we'll get in here, we'll start removing these pins, and hopefully at least get the door where it can close okay. I want to give you guys just kind of a quick zoom in of what we're looking at here. So this bushing and pin, the bushing is actually out of the bore that it's supposed to ride in the hole. So that's a good sign. And on the top pin here, it's really hard to see, but there is no bushing. It's gone completely. So maybe that's what's the issue here. But yeah, this thing is sloppy. But we got no bushing at the top, right in here, and the other one has slid down and is out of the bore. So all right, let's get to working. We do these one at a time so the door don't fall out and hit the ground. So we'll start working on it. You guys can see, the first one just fell out with a few little taps here. So that's a real good sign. Nope. Normally these things are on here with pretty much the force of the Incredible Hulk. But I guess this thing's so smoked and wore out, it just fell right out. I do have the door propped up here on a jack, a little 2x4 action. That's pretty much how you got to do this thing if you're one-man show. So go ahead, get your door prop. I'm gonna finish pulling this pin out, and I will try and get a new bushing up here in this top one. There's a little dirt dauber nest action. So I'll get a bushing up in there, and then we're gonna have to figure out how to beat this sucker back into place. All right, as you guys can see in here, Got the world's most advanced bushing press installed here. Top pin. Gonna press this bushing in. I'm not even gonna jack with the bottom one. I'm not interested in trying to get that bushing out. I think it's okay, at least okay enough. I think installing one, at least having one in the top side, will help a bunch. But I'm just gonna go ahead and hit this with the impact, get this bushing pressed in, and I'll pick it up there when I'm getting that pin slid in. Well, we got one new pin installed, and I got the new bushing 3/4 of the way in, so that's fine. I mean, the old one wasn't even there. So now I was using that press and my bolt snapped, and that thing ain't moving at all. And I don't feel like digging through the toolbox trying to make another one, so it's gonna be good enough for now. But the important thing, let's see. Well, that didn't work. Let's try one more time. Nope. This thing's got all new weather stripping. So it does close. Striker doesn't need to be adjusted. But if I'm just, it still closes. Maybe this thing just needed to be ran a few times. There she be. I'm gonna go ahead and drop out that bottom pin, put a new one in there. We're gonna call it good. So I think what I've ran into here is some material fitment problems, or my hinges are bent. There's a real good chance, especially since there was no bushing in here. That's indication that maybe somebody's been jacking around inside this door. The pin does go all the way through, clears the bottom hinge, but as I put more pressure on this, it's just pushing the bushing out of this hinge. The door does seem to close perfectly now. Well, except that one. But it's about 100 times better than it was when I started here. So still don't want to close with a full slam, but I think that could be all the new weather stripping I got on this door. I bet when you roll the window down, it closes fine, but used to, you kind of need to hold under the handle, pick up, close this thing real tight. But, well, I kind of half-assed my way through the door hinge here. That at least will show you how this thing works. And it does close now. So this truck has got one thing left to do before it's truly roadworthy, and that's get the air conditioner fixed. It's got a slow leak, and I just got to take it up to my buddy. It's got an AC machine. We're going to put it on a vacuum over the weekend. But man, that's way better than it was. Let's do the old pickup test. Nothing. This thing is totally solid. I don't know with that pin hanging out a little bit, if that's going to be an issue. But hey, we're going to run it like that for now. And I hope y'all like this little short video. This is just kind of a quick little maintenance thing. You know, take a moment, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what the best hinge pins are for these trucks, because that crap I got from Amazon, I don't think it's right. But hey, was the cheapest thing, and that's kind of the, you know, the theme of all the projects out here. Let's get it done with spending the least amount of money. But hey, you know, I hope everybody liked the video. Thanks for watching, and until you see me next time, just go out and do something that makes you happy. And if you're gonna be doing door pins, buy some that ain't from Amazon. Maybe look at Dorman. I'll see y'all later.